Welcome to online classes DEO Nalgonda. Children, in the previous class we have learnt about different kinds of food items, how are their taste and how we prepare them, some of them like pulihora, idli, dosa, vada, and what are the ingredients required for making them. Isn't it? How beautiful is that story? Lesson. Yes, today we have to go deep into the food components, the lesson of 7th class first lesson. Here children, different types of food items makes us very aesthetic, having sense of taste. It waters our mouth, isn't it? How does it? It all happens because of the kind of making or preparation of the dish or the food item palatable. We use different ways or methods of preparing food material. So, here in this lesson we have to learn more about the different components that present in our food. I want to pose one question to you children. What is your favorite food item or dish? Are you able to take the same food item all the way in your life every day? Isn't it? We can't take it. So, why? Why? Because we are not habituated for that kind of taking food item, and it is not good for our health also. Why does it is not good for our health? Because we need all kinds of food items which contains different kinds of components of our food. If you list out the food items what you have took yesterday from breakfast to night dinner, it contains a variety of food items. They contain different kinds of food components. Here in this lesson we are going to learn more about it. Children, we need food for what purpose? For the purpose of making or doing our activities day to day life, isn't it? Is energy is required for making all these activities in the daytime, or else it is essential, the energy is essential even during while we are sleeping? If you question it, yes, we need during sleeping also. Why? Because we continuously respire, we continuously, our blood vascular system, blood circulation goes on continuously. To perform all these activities, even in sleeping, we need energy. For that, we have to take food items. So, here I want to make some list of food items what we take every day from the market. We go to market and purchase milk powder. We have to make a table of it and note down it. In the first column we have to make food items. In the second column, as such I said that our food contains different components. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, and some other food items components. Here carbohydrates, proteins make a large lump sum of our food item, whereas fats and vitamins minerals they contain lesser quantities. So, let us find out what kind of food component present in our food items that we take every day. Children, go to the market and purchase some food packets, food items such as milk, chips, biscuits, dal and juice packets. On those packets there is written about what kind of food component that particular packet contains. If you take milk, what does there it written? Does the milk contains carbohydrates? If you find on that table, carbohydrates are present in the milk. In the same way, proteins also present in milk, whereas fat, less amount of fat. Vitamins and minerals also present in milk. Next, when we take a packet of chips, there on chips it is mentioned that carbohydrates are present. Proteins, what about proteins? Proteins are not present. Fats, yes, fats are present. Vitamins and minerals in lesser quantity. When we take and observe the biscuit packet, we found that packet biscuits contain carbohydrates, proteins, no fats, lesser amount of vitamins and minerals. When it comes to dal packet, no carbohydrates, proteins are present in more quantity, fats are less in quantity, or sometimes it is not present. Presence of vitamins and minerals. When it comes to juice, fruit juices contains, that packet contains carbohydrates, proteins also present, fats are not present, and it contains vitamins and minerals. So, by this what we have concluded that every food item does not contain all kinds of food components, isn't it? When it comes to milk, milk contains only carbohydrates, proteins and vitamins and minerals. But in milk there is no fat, but less is available, whereas other items are not present. When it comes to chips, chips contains carbohydrates, fats, vitamins and minerals, but not proteins. When it comes to biscuits, biscuits contain carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals. When it comes to dal, dal contains only proteins and lesser amounts of vitamins and minerals. Children, when it is a juice, juice contains carbohydrates, proteins and lesser amounts of vitamins and minerals. So, with that, what we have to come to know that we have to take all kinds of food components like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. For that, we have to have all kinds of food items in our diet every day. That gives us a healthy body and sound mind, isn't it? So, children, let us find out whether the food items or the food items contain these food components like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals or not. For that, we have to perform some experiments. For that, let us see. We need some food items and some other chemicals. For the confirmation of presence of the food items, when it comes to carbohydrates, here we need the chemical called iodine solution. This iodine solution, for that what we have to make this iodine solution, we had to take iodine crystals from the lab and add few iodine crystals to 100 ml of water in a bottle or flask, that till it comes to yellowish color solution. This solution should be added to the sample of food item that we have to know or confirm whether it contains carbohydrates or not. Okay, children. And the second one is whether proteins are present or not. To confirm this, we have to take some chemical substances from the lab. What could be they? First one, copper sulfate. Second one, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. How to prepare the solutions? For that, we have to take here it should be, the solution should be of 2% copper sulfate, and the solution of sodium hydroxide should be 10% sodium hydroxide solution. To prepare such solutions, what we have to do? First of all, take 2 grams of copper sulfate pellets or salt in a beaker and add 100 ml of water to it, thereby stir it thoroughly. We will get a 2% copper sulfate solution, and then we have to take sodium hydroxide 10 ml and add to it 100 ml of water, thereby we will get a 10% sodium hydroxide solution. What to do with this? We have to perform the experiment. So, children, look here. To confirm whether the given food item contains carbohydrates or not, for that, as if we have prepared the iodine solution, what we have to do? First of all, we have to take a sample of given food item, crush it, malaise it, make a soft solution of it and take it in a test tube. Add 10 more drops of water to it so that it becomes a soft solution. Then what we have to do? Take add 2 drops of iodine solution to that food sample. Shake it thoroughly. Then we will find there is a change in the color. What color does it change into? It is a blue black color. The food item change into dark blue or black in color. That confirms the given sample of food contains carbohydrates. So, what we should do? Add iodine solution 2 drops to the given sample of food item and shake it thoroughly, so that we will find there is change in the color. It changed to, if the food item, the sample changed its color into dark blue color or black color, then the given food items contains carbohydrates component. Okay children, when it comes to proteins, what we have to do? Take the food sample, crush it thoroughly, add drop of water to it, make a paste of it and put it in a test tube. Then add few more drops of water, shake it thoroughly so that it becomes soft gel like substance. Okay children. Then add 2 to 3 drops of copper sulfate solution 2% and thoroughly shake it. Thereafter add 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution 10%. Shake it thoroughly. Thereby we will find that there is a change in the color. If the color changes into violet, then the given food item, it contains proteins. So like that we can confirm the presence of food components, carbohydrates and proteins. Then children, what about the fats? How to find out the presence of fats? For that, what we have to do? We have to take the food item on a paper and crush it over it. Crush the food item over the paper. Remove the food item and see that paper. There we will find the patches of oil. The paper becomes translucent. Okay children. So with that, it confirms that the presence of fats in that given sample of food item. Okay. This is how we can perform the activities or the experiments to find out whether the given food item contains what kind of food components in it, whether it is carbohydrates, proteins or fats. Children, let us do or let us confirm the given food items, what kind of food components does it contain. For that we have to take some food items like here we have taken that and write down on a table. The food items here I selected is, one is cooked rice, second is potato, cooked potato, third is milk, next curd and egg. You can add still more food items to your list. Okay children, when I performed the test to find out the kind of component present in rice with that of iodine solution, then that food item changed its color to blue black. That means what kind of food component does it contain? It contains carbohydrates. Okay, carbohydrates are otherwise known as starch. That means rice it contains carbohydrates. Okay children. Then I performed the same with that of copper sulfate solution and sodium hydroxide solution, but I could not find any change in the color with that of rice. That means there is no change in the color, means no proteins. Proteins are absent in rice. What about fats? Fats also absent in rice. Next, when it comes to potato, when I perform the experiment with potato with that of iodine solution, when I added iodine solution, it turns to blue black color. That means potato contains starch. Proteins are absent, fats also absent. And milk contains starch, that is carbohydrates. It turns to blue black color. when I add iodine solution. Proteins, when I tested milk with that of copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution, milk turns to violet color. That means milk also contains a component called proteins. When it comes to fat, lesser amount of fats are present in milk. When I confirm the presence of different components of food like starch, proteins and fats with that of curd, it confirms that curd contains more amount of proteins, fats also present, less amount of starch, carbohydrates, that means carbohydrates. When I perform the experiment with that of egg, boiled egg contains no starch, egg contains proteins and no fats. So, with that we come to know that different food items, when it is individually we have took, then some of them contains more amount of a particular food component, whereas some other components are absent. So, this says that we have to take all kinds of it, our diet should contain all kinds of food items, so that we can get all the food components adequately to keep our body healthy, isn't it, children? Children, the food what we take, it not only contains these food components, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, it also contains another kind of food item or component, that is called roughages. Roughages are also called fibers. Okay, children. Here our food, what kind of food contains roughages or the fibers? Children, when we go to the market, we find a variety of vegetables, leafy vegetables and other food items. Fruits also present. So, did you have find the gourd? That is what we have, different kinds of gourds are available, bunch beans are available, ladies fingers are available. When we take out and crush it, there we will find the presence of fine thread like structures, that is nothing but the roughages. Not only these vegetables, but leafy vegetables also, when we crush them, we will find such kind of fine thread like structures called the roughages or fibers. So, roughages and fibers also contains also present in fruits. So, why should we take roughages? How does it help us? So, roughages is a kind of a carbohydrate, but our body, our digestive tract failed to digest it. But roughages help us in absorption of food by making movements, bowel movements in our digestive tract and help in prevent constipation. That is why we should take the food items that contains roughages. Okay, children, where does we get these roughages mostly? Yes, we get roughages mostly in almost all the green leafy vegetables and fruits. Okay, children. Now, not only these, what other food item that contains our daily food material? Can you guess, children? Yes, that is water. Children, water is an essential food component that our food contains. Why? Because it helps in digestion of our food. Not only that, our body, it contains 70% of water, where it requires, where does it requires? It requires in performing various activities in our body. So, we must take enough adequate water every day. As you see, children, does green leafy vegetables and fruits contain water? When we cut them, we will find that our hands will become wet because of the presence of water in it. So, almost all fruits, you take pomegranate, thereby you have oranges, pineapple, we have another fruit like papaya, watermelon. All these fruits, they contain water. Let us see how does water helpful us. So, for that what we have to take? We have to take one test tube and a piece of small sponge. Then take the sponge and try to insert into the test tube. Try with using with a stick. It moves very hardly, difficultly in the test tube. Now take out the sponge. Now dip the sponge in water and take it and try to put in the test tube. There what we will find? That the sponge easily moves into the test tube, freely moves into the test tube. This confirms us, this says that water is essential for us in our food, because it helps in the movement of the food item in the digestive system, and also helps in the absorption of food material, and also do help in excretion of waste material. Okay, children. So, we have to take two more components of food regularly, that is, one is roughages, another is water. We have to include them also. Okay, children. Children, have you ever gone to any hotel, a vegetarian hotel? There when we go, when we order for a plate of meals, there they call it as thali. Thali means meals plate. Thali means meals plate. Did you find what does that meals plate contain? It contains a variety of food items, dishes. It includes chapati, rice, 2 or 3 varieties of vegetable curries. It contains dal, it contains curd, it contains fruits, and sometimes it contains chutneys, pickles. It also contains 1 or 2 deep fried puris or vadas. So, a variety of food items we can find. It also contains some vegetable salad. So, that means a plate of meals or thali, it contains a variety of food items. If we go to these food items, like if we make a table of it, what kind of food item contains what kind of food components does it contain, we will find a variety of components we used to take in a thali. Let us find out here in this table. The first column we have to take food item or dish, and the second column the kind of component that it contains. A thali contains, as such I said just now, a thali contains variety of food items. So let us see first one, it is chapati. When we perform the experiment as I said earlier, that is with iodine solution, chapati, it turns to dark blue color or blue black color. That means chapati contains the component carbohydrates. Second one, the rice, cooked rice. When we performed the experiment, we found that rice turns to blue black color. That means what kind of food component does the rice contain? Yes, it is carbohydrates. Then the thali, it contains another food item, that is vegetable curries. You take tomato curry. Tomato curry turns into blue black color, that means it contains carbohydrates and also it contains fats. When it comes to another food item, that is ribbed gourd, beerakaya, ribbed gourd curry, it turns to, it will have, so we add some fats, no, it turns oil, that means it contains a fat, vitamins and minerals. Then we have dal. When we take the experiment for the dal, we found that it turns into violet color when we add copper sulfate 2% solution with sodium hydroxide 10% solution. It turns to violet color. That means it contains proteins. Thereby we will find some vegetable salad. Vegetable salad means it contains mainly vitamins and minerals. At the same time it contains roughages, that is fibers. Next we used to see some pickles. Pickles contains vitamins and minerals along with some fats. When it comes to curd, as we have learnt just now, it contains proteins. The thali also, that meals plate also contains some fruits. Fruits means it contains vitamins and minerals. And not only these, there are so many other small quantities of different kinds of food dishes that the thali contain. We can extend the list still more. Okay children, not only these food components that these food items contains, but these food items also contain, in addition to this, water. Isn't it children? So that means a thali contains almost all the food components that we need to our body. It is not says that every time when we go for taking a food, that is for lunch or dinner, all these food items should contain. It is not like that. Whatever the food items that we are taking every day, that will contain all the food items one or the other day. They will be added to our body. So on, as you are able to see in our school, as we have midday meals. So list out, take out the list of the midday meals and find out what kind of food items that the midday meals contains and what are the components that we are getting into our body. Is it balancing your requirement or not? Yes. So as you have to take a balanced diet. Okay, children. What is a balanced diet? A balanced diet means the diet which contains all the required food items, that contains the required amounts of food components like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, along with roughages and water. They should be in required amount, sufficient amount, and it changes from person to person individually. Why? Because a person who is doing more physical activities, that person need more energy. So more energy, from where we get it, from which kind of component we get it from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provides us energy. Proteins provide us energy at the same time for body building. Now tell me, children, what kind of food component that you need, growing children need? Yes, you need carbohydrates to perform various activities, playing games, being in the classroom, listening, all these activities. Not only that, for your body building, as you are growing, there it requires proteins also. For that, you have to take carbohydrate and protein rich food material mostly, along with vitamins and minerals, as vitamins and minerals keep your body healthy and also helps in development of your body. Okay, children, and a lesser amount of fats are required, and also it should be with roughages and water. So here what I want to say, the balanced diet, it all depends upon the individual, the kind of work or activity that the person performing. Okay, children, it depends upon the age also. Older age people, they doesn't require more amount of proteins or fats, so they have to take they have to take lesser fats, required amount of proteins and required amount of carbohydrates. Okay, so like this, a balanced diet should be contain all the food components in required amounts. Okay, children. Now whenever we go to the market outside or even at homes, sometimes we are very much interested in having outside food. Outside food means what? Yes, it is called junk food. Is that only junk food is sufficient for our body? What does it contain mostly? Though it is tasty, but it is harmful for our body. How harmful? Why it is harmful? Because it contains more amounts of fat. By taking continuously such kind of food, we may undergo many kind of diseases. Okay children, that is why we should not take the junk food. Junk foods leads to various kinds of diseases related to digestive system. Not only that, if you continue taking junk food, that may lead to other heart problems and so on. Hence, we should avoid junk food. So, children, here one more thing I want to add about the balanced diet. The diet, the food, whatever we prepare or cook, it should be neat and clean, and it should not be reheated again and again, because it loses the vitamins and minerals and the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, they get spoiled. Hence, we should eat freshly prepared food material. Okay children. Now, the food habits such as having junk food every time is not a good habit. Coming to the habit, when I said habit of food, it all depend upon the place of living, the climatic conditions and cultural practices. Children, here in this southern India, we have an habit of taking rice mostly. Why? Can you say why it is? Yes, because rice is produced more in these climatic conditions, isn't it? And our cultural practice is also the same. We used to have different varieties of dishes with that of rice. Our culture practices also says the same. Children, when it comes to northern India, there wheat is the main food, staple food. Why? They prepare more number of chapatis, more variety of food items with that of wheat by their cultural activities, and the conditions of weather also in favor of production of wheat crops. So, it is food habits that any place the people they have depend upon their cultural practices and the climatic conditions. Children, one thing I want to say that the knowledge about the food items or the balance of food, it is not there in western countries since 19th century. Indian culture and practices, we have a variety of food items prepared. We have knowledge since a long time. When it is before 19th century, or else I can say more than 170 years before, they do not have knowledge of. But as Lavoisier a scientist in the century 18th century, a Frenchman, is a Frenchman, Lavoisier. He is known as a modern scientist of nutrition. Modern scientist of nutrition. Why? Because he has paved into the science of nutrition. He has started experimentations on the nutrition. Nutrition means how the food is prepared, what are the food items, how the food affects the human beings, and what are the thing if food is not sufficiently available to the body, what kind of diseases may occur, what are the needs of different components of different aged people or people with different activities, everything. This is a big science that deals, so that is called nutrition. And after Lavoisier, one more scientist in late 18th century, James Linds. James Linds. he found that variety of fruits will cure a disease called scurvy. Variety of fruits specifically fruits will cure the disease called scurvy. After that, so many scientists they work upon this nutrition, science of nutrition, and helped a lot. Okay, children. So, whatever it may be, you are suggested that you have to take a balanced diet to keep yourself fit. Okay, children. Thank you very much. I want to say that you have to go through the lesson, read it carefully, and you have to understand better way. If you have doubts, pose the questions. Okay, children. Thank you very much.